Hi everyone, I'm Stephen and welcome to Watch Out. I'm continuing with practicing on this Seagull ST3600 movement, and today I want to focus just on the mainspring barrel. I want to do a little bit of practice on that. So first thing we need to do is get it apart. Sometimes there's like a little slot that you can prise the lid off with a screwdriver. This doesn't seem to have one. So what I'm going to do is this. Just my strong tweezers, and there we go, that's the lid off. There's a great big fibre inside of there. That can't be very good. I've never had this open before. So that fibre was in there. And there's another one over there. Oh, look at that. And there's a third one. Goodness me. Full of fibres. All right. Just use my bronze tweezers like that to hold the body. Okay, so that normally sits in there. Aha, like that. Got it. There is a hook, there it is there. And I could not see the hole because the hole is there. So what I want to do is practice fitting and installing this. So what I'm going to do, just to make it a little bit easier for myself, I'm just going to mark the location of the hole. It's right there. Yep. Just make it a little bit easier for me with practicing. Okay. So that's in. There's another fibre. Gosh, this thing is full of rubbish. Yeah, so what I had read is that to disengage is to grab the top of the arbor and then twist it so as to release the hook. And then what I had read for putting it in is to again grab it with one stiff tweezers, engage the hook first, and then drop the other side down. And we can make sure it's engaged by twisting that way. Okay. disengage, grab it, twist this way. Oops. I got twisted too far. So now there might be a bit of luck involved in this too. You can see the hook's well and truly disengaged now, but because it's got this shoulder on it, I think if I go past the shoulder, it like squeezes the coil around the arbor, which makes it tighter, which is not conducive to getting it out. Okay, that seems to help actually. So I'm doing all this on my staking block because obviously the arbor goes through the bottom of the barrel. So when I push down, that was easy. So that was in, but I think it might be better for taking it out if it's kind of up here maybe. Yeah, that seems to help a lot. Okay, that's engaged. To disengage, sit it out of the hole. Okay, that was bad. Phew, that's a relief. There's the arbor there. Okay, yeah, so that was, I think it was actually pretty obvious that was going to happen before it did happen. You could just see the way that I was applying the force. The spring itself was starting to move too much, and when that happens, then yeah, there's the real likelihood that the whole thing is going to come flying out, which is not what we want. Oh, well, we've got that out. Oops. Give that a bit of a clean. If this wasn't a practice movement, obviously you'd be washing all these parts properly. Alright, well, we're going to have to put the spring back in now. And you really should not do this by hand. It's just asking to bend / kink. But this is a pretty big movement, and that is the biggest winder I think that I have. The point is that all of the winders that I have are much smaller than this barrel, because this, I think it's actually a the ST3600, it's actually a pocket watch movement, or based on a pocket watch movement, so it really is quite large. So none of those are going to work. So that leaves me with no choice but to do what you are not supposed to do. Why don't we give it a go, just so you can see what not to do. But you know, you may find yourself in a situation like I am now, where you have no choice but to do it. So first thing we need to do is make sure this thing is around the right way. And that's not how it was up this way. I should be able to find my little mark, I think. Yeah, there it is. So it was this way. So, and again, also, if you're going to do this, I think you'd want finger cots as well. But the problem is the finger cots will get caught in the spring. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I can't really see very much, but we're making progress here. I can't see much because the zoom on the microscope is way too much, sort of zoomed all the way out. Just allowing all the spring tension to do the work. Yep, all I'm doing is turning and pushing. Turning and pushing with the top of my right thumb just to push the coil down into the barrel. Now getting close to the end. Look at that. Okay. In. Put a little bit of grease in this thing, like so. That will work its way in. Yeah. Yuck. Okay, and we got this special little tool, which is just a piece of plastic, but you can just put that on there and go. And it doesn't want to work. Sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it's easier just to do it with the stiff tweezers. And I can actually see it's just not quite aligned properly. Really wants to be difficult. Sometimes you just can't beat the good old fingers. Okay. Just a bit of a spray because I got finger juice all on the outside of it now. Just take the finger marks off it. Alright. Well, I think that's enough practicing, to be honest. I think I got some reasonably good ideas there. As always, you know, half an hour of practice isn't going to give you perfect technique. But the main thing I wanted to focus on was the remove and the refit of the arbor, and I think I learned a few tips and tricks for that. So that's an improvement. Also, I think it was a good thing to just have that practice of reinstalling the mainspring by hand. As I say, it's generally considered to be poor practice, but sometimes you just don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice because I don't have the right size winder, so it had to go back in by hand. It's the second time I've done it, and it can be done with care. So I hope you enjoyed this little vlog video on practicing with the mainspring. Please subscribe to my channel, it means so much to me. Give me a like, and I love to read your comments down below. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video. And don't forget to watch out.